Okay, back again. Now my face, both sides, have been color corrected. I have more of an even canvas, and now I'm going to teach you one of the easiest ways to apply your 3D foundation, okay? Which consists of 4 colors. Your main highlight, your brightening highlight, your contour, and your lip and cheek color. That's all it is to get the look you desire. Okay, so you can do this application with your fingertip. I like to use the smudge brush to do this. It's called the Cheetah HAC. So Cheetah, a cat with spots. You're gonna see my face full of spots. HAC stands for highlight and contour, okay? So this is called the Cheetah HAC. It's super easy. Remember that, yes, I'm using a brush. You can use the same brush, smudge brush it's called, or you can also use this for eyeshadows. Or you can just use your fingertip, and then we're gonna use a bigger brush to blend in when we're all done. Okay, so step 1, we are going to apply our brightening highlight in the area of the triangle of light. So if you do this, eyebrows to chin in a triangle, an upside down triangle, that area you want your brightest. So I'm gonna show you just how easy this is. I'm gonna take my brush and go into my brightening highlight, which is about 2 shades brighter than your main shade, okay? If this all sounds foreign, don't worry, keep rolling with me, you're gonna see. Okay, so brightening highlight there, forehead, in between eyebrows, forehead, okay? Then your outer eye, and I kind of pull it up this way to give myself a little eye lift, okay? Then I'm gonna take that brightening and just kind of go on the center and the tip of my nose. And this is optional. You can do the chin. If you have a longer chin that you don't care for, skip this spot because this is accentuating our chin. Okay, we're not hiding our chin by doing this, we're popping it out. So if you don't like your chin, it's too long, too pointy, skip this spot, okay? All right, that is our brightening highlight. It's bright, okay? So now I'm going to take the same brush, the same end, and I'm gonna go into my main shade highlight. That is the shade that is closest to your skin tone, and I will match you to that. And I'm just going to put little dots of this shade where a man would have a beard, your upper lip, okay? And right, you can't see this color as well as you can see my brightening highlight because it matches my skin tone, okay? That's the point. We're gonna do the middle of our forehead, okay? Cheeks, apple of cheeks. And there is really no right or wrong way to do this. We're gonna do the side of our nose. And that's about it. Can you guys see? You really can't see those main shade dots because, well, like I said, it's really matching my skin tone well. Okay, so now we're gonna go in and do our contour. This is my contour right here. It's called Asteria, and I'm just gonna, you can tell it's on its last leg here. So now I'm just gonna do my forehead. And again, I'm just doing dots. So like when I say you can use your finger, you most certainly can use your finger. You're gonna get the same kind of look. So now I'm gonna do my cheek contour. I'm just going right on top of my cheekbone. If you are one that says, I don't have a cheekbone. Yeah, you do, we all have cheekbones. It just might be covered in chubbier cheeks. Feel for it. I have chubbier cheeks. It's right here. Don't go below your cheekbone, okay? All right, so other side, cheekbone. Okay, and I don't want to go too far down my face with my contour on my cheek. The rule of thumb is center of your eye. That's far as you go, okay? I don't even bring it up. I like to do the outer edge of my eye, okay? All right, last contour is under your jawline, and this one I'm just gonna drag around under. Not on top of, like, see, can't really see it. It's under there, okay? Awesome. And that is your contour. If you want to contour your nose, which I know many do, it is a very easy way to do it as a beginner. You're gonna take your contour, take a finger, okay? Then you're gonna take another finger, smooch them up, okay? So now we have it on both. You don't wanna put your contour on the side of your nose. That's gonna make your nose bigger. You are gonna wanna put the contour right, like, see, my fingers are just kind of touching down the center of my nose. And now my nose appears smaller. All right, so that is the easiest way to apply your 3D foundation. You got your brightener, you got your main shade, you got your contour. Now all you need to do is add your lip and cheek color. Today I'm going to use Plum. Pop a couple dots in between your brightening and your contour. Dot, dot. Add it to your lips if you wish. And now all we have to do is blend. Whatever brush I color matched you with, the brushes are all dependent on what kind of coverage you want for your makeup. Do you want full coverage, normal coverage, light coverage? So those are the brushes that I will ask you, what kind of coverage are you looking for? And based on that, that's how I suggest a brush. For me, I like full coverage. So I either use this detail brush or this buff brush, okay? If you want normal coverage, I'm gonna ask you to get the 3D brush, okay? They're all great. It's just dependent on coverage. I think a lot of us think, oh, if I want full coverage, I gotta put on a crap ton of makeup to get that coverage. You don't, you just need the right brush. Okay, so I'm gonna blend with this 3D brush, and first I'm gonna blend my contour down my neck from my jawline, okay? I'm not really yanking on my skin here. I'm just kind of doing a feathering down and letting the brush do its job. I always do under my jawline first because when I started using Saint, I actually went to work once with a dark line without it being blended. So I always say, blend out your jawline first and then go to the rest of your face. So everything else now for contour is gonna be blended up. Your jawline is the only one going down, okay? So now I'm just gonna take my brush and I'm just gonna kind of do this on my face and just kind of move the colors to be blended. And I just kind of work my way around my face. I usually just hit my lightest shades first, so not my contour and my blush. I do my other shades first, and I'm just bringing them together. Okay, you can see everything blends so well together. It's not like I have these stark lines of brightener or this stark line of contour. Cream makeup really blends super, super easy. Okay, just take it another look. Okay, so now I have these three colors, right? You're like, oh gosh, how is she ever gonna do this? So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my brightener and just kind of feather it up. Easy peasy. Now I'm going to take these two colors, and I don't care if they intermingle. They are supposed to kind of lay on top of each other. They complement each other. But what I do know is I don't want to bring them down to the apple of my cheek, and I don't want to bring them down into this beard area. So what I'm going to do is just kind of feather them up. Your cheek color will blend a lot easier than your contour, okay? So that's normal. Now I'm going to take that contour and bring it up into my hairline and then feather it up towards this way, keeping it in the area that I placed it in, okay? Beginners always, myself included, want to overblend that cheek contour. You want that look there. You want that shadow there. That's what's creating cheekbones on your face. That's what's slimming your face. That's what's giving your face dimension, okay? All right, so back up over here. Bring up your cheek color. Finish out your contour. There you have it. This is the easiest makeup you will ever, in my opinion, ever put on your face. I only needed one layer, like you did. Now, time out. You guys did see me that I used my color correcting, so for me, it is kind of like a 2-layer. But for those that just have normal everyday skin, not all over their face problem areas, you literally are going to do what I just did with all of those dots, your colors in the spots that they go, and 1 layer of makeup. And you are going to have a fresh face. You are going to look like you have skin, like not a paper plate, not a cake face. This makeup is phenomenal, especially as we get older, okay? How you finish up your face is completely up to you. We have illuminators, which is like the shimmer that you can put on your high brow bone, on your cheekbone, your Cupid's bow. Like if you dig that, awesome, that's an extra. I usually always recommend a bronzer just because I think it is a great way to warm up your face, especially the in-between seasons. You know, as we're leaving summer and now we're into fall and now we're getting into winter, my face is slowly but surely losing its color, and I don't really want to lose my color, so I add a little bronzer, which this is our bronzer right here. This is also actually a bronzer. We have a couple shades, and this is your bronzer brush. And I use the darkest one. It's called Bella, and it looks dark, right? It looks scary, but it is so warm, glowy. It's not orange, and it's not like, remember when we had like our little compacts as kids with the bronzer, and we take our big brush and put it all over, and then we had an orange face? Why our mothers didn't tell us that was not good, I don't know. But this is not like this. It looks scary. Everything in these tins are very concentrated. Their colors are very concentrated, so you don't need much. It lasts a very long time. Okay, I think I've talked enough. We're going on 14 minutes here. So that's the Cheetah HAC. Super easy. You just apply dots in the spots that you are supposed to put your makeup and blend it all in, and there you go. Even for a face like mine that has a lot of distractions on it. So if you guys want to get color matched, just send me a private message and then I will walk you through the process. The process is literally you sending me a picture of yourself, a selfie. And yes, if you've heard the rumors, I prefer that it's a no makeup selfie so that I can really see your true undertones and your surface tones of your skin. I promise you, I've done well over 350 color matches since I've been doing this, and it's, if you don't have the right photo, it's very hard for me to get the right colors. That's just the way it is. Saint has a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you order and you get your makeup and you put it on and you don't care for it, No questions asked. It can all go back and you get all your money back, okay? If you get a color, like let's say I color matched you with Sandy and you really don't like it and you want to swap it out, they have a program where you can do a color swap. So you send your Sandy back and they'll send you the color that me and you will talk about. Be like, oh yeah, Sandy didn't work. Let's try this next, okay? Most of the time, I'm pretty spot on when it comes to color matching. So that's it for today. Now we're at 15 minutes. I hope that you guys were able to watch this and it wasn't too long and that you learned something. I'll see you again tomorrow.